Hi Connor.
Hi Stephen.
Thanks for coming along today. Just to get us started, I can see that talent management is becoming more and more sophisticated. Emerging technologies and the evolvement of the MSP and RPO models are bringing many options for large international organizations. Would you like to explain where direct sourcing sits in the current landscape?
Sure. Well, I think the important point to mention, Stephen, is that direct sourcing is nothing new. So in permanent recruitment, it's really existed under the banner of recruitment process outsourcing. But more recently, probably over the last 3 years or so, we've seen this trend within the world of contingent workforce to look at direct sourcing. And I suppose that has coincided with the growth of freelance management platforms, whose, I suppose, raison d'etre is to ensure that talent is sourced cheaper, faster, better.
And you've spoken before about the benefits of the contingent workforce in Poland. And I believe you're currently providing a direct sourcing service to a number of your current clients in Poland. Would you mind talking a little bit about that?
Sure. So Poland is a great place for us. It's a great place for us to do business, but there's 3 real reasons why it's an attractive place, I guess. One is the cost. So when we did our analysis, Poland is roughly 50% less expensive than the UK when you look at the salaries there. 2, the talent availability there is phenomenal. There's a huge breadth and depth of talent in the marketplace. And 3, the English language there is fantastic, right? Most of the young graduates coming through can now speak English at a fluent and advanced level. So it's a really attractive place to do business.
So you're working with an aviation company at the moment, and I was wondering if you could tell us why a company like that would want to use direct sourcing in Poland.
Sure. So when we first started working with our client there, Stephen, they had inflated margins and they were concerned about the compliance and risk in Poland.
And how would you say specifically that CXE was able to help your client?
Sure. So what we did, Stephen, is we implemented an end-to-end process. So what does that mean? So we look after, on behalf of our client, under their client brand, the identification and attraction of their candidates, first and foremost. So we attract them in, we ensure that we select them, assess them, vet them, manage them, onboard them, pay them, and offboard them. And we do that at size and scale. And we've been really effective, and the results have been excellent when we've launched this program.
So just talking about the results, what
Yes.
would you say has been the outcome of the implementation?
I think the biggest one has been cost. So we've actually been able to introduce cost savings of 10% year on year just by implementing this program. But more importantly, or just as importantly, I suppose, we've been able to make the hiring managers' lives a lot easier. We've also been able to protect and enhance the employer's brand in the Polish marketplace. And what we've now got is a partnership approach that really works well for our client and the candidates that we're attracting for them.
So your clients within the aviation industry, what other sort of companies do you think could benefit from direct sourcing in Poland?
Sure. So we're really interested, Stephen, in large global enterprises. So we're, I guess, sector agnostic. So we've got clients on a global basis in banking, aviation, you've mentioned, manufacturing, pharmaceuticals, and telecommunications. So we're open to working with all those companies, particularly where there's hiring volumes at scale and size.
Great. Thanks, Connor.
Thanks, Stephen.